Welcome back, everybody, to the Sesame Spectacle podcast. I'm your
Welcome back.
co-host, Neil,
I'm Sky.
and we welcome you back. We are not on location this episode, but we're here to
Mhm.
recap the on-location episode and talk a little bit more about updates and what's to come on the podcast in the future. Sky, first of all, how you doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I would be saying I'm doing well, but this camera is like bugging.
Yeah,
Difficulties with cameras right now, guys. We're learning.
yeah. You take the good with the bad,
Yes. How you been though, bro? Like it's been a minute since I seen you in person. You know, we went on
Yeah, pretty good.
trip.
I've been having fun going through a lot of the pictures that I took the past couple times we were there, and I've been sharing some of those online. It's been fun. It's been fun going there and taking pictures for me personally, because anytime I'd been there in the past, I wanted to do that. And I wish that I wish more people had done that back in, the park's earlier days. Like really good photography and stuff. I think that would have been cool. There's some of it, but it makes it more fun. It gives me something to like consistently do while I'm there throughout the day. Like, just always something to do. And it's also more of a reason to check everything out. Yeah, I took that on. Yeah, when did I think I took that a couple weeks ago. But we didn't talk about this in the on location episode, part one. But this is a part of Sesame Island, which opened in 1990, and this has been here since then. So this is one of those things again that's been there for so long, and they haven't changed it. I mean, they've redesigned it. They've put the Elmo up there is different. Even that Elmo though, I think he's been up there since 2008, I believe. So they haven't changed it since then. But in general, yeah, it's been there since 1990, which is cool. There wouldn't be much of a reason for them to get rid of it, obviously, but no, it's really cool. It's become really iconic.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to visit together and see all the different spots from a different lens as an adult and whatnot.
Yeah, well, when we talked about, like when we first were talking about doing the podcast, I remember we had mentioned at some point, like, oh, we should do like an on-location episode at some point.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, oh, that's gonna be pretty far into the future. So I'm glad that we did it as soon as we did, because it was a good time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
It's fun. I hadn't been there in a couple of years.
That was pretty cool to watch. Just like watching it from a different lens, because I've been visiting Prague for about a year now, so I've gotten used to everything and all the changes.
Yeah.
And to see Scott's reaction to everything, how everything's been changing for the good or the bad, has been honestly pretty cool to see.
The last time I was there was 2022. It was summer of 2022, the end of the summer, and that was before a lot of like big changes recently. Twiddlebugland was still there. It was before they moved the carousel. It was still relatively. They hadn't remodeled the Sesame Street Theater yet. It still had the Big Bird Gate and everything. So there's definitely a lot about it.
Like, speaking of that gate, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just thought about it, because that gate was so iconic, and it got replaced with like a standard wooden gate. It matches and everything, but nothing beats that right there, man. Like,
no, it's so good.
And then the clock. That's one thing. Like, I wish we could have focused a little bit more time on. But that clock, man, it's a mystery.
Dude, that clock was there forever.
Right, and it's just like you just randomly get
as long as the theater was. Yeah, I don't really know why, because it wasn't really in the way of anything. Like where the clock was now, there's just nothing there, so it's not like I don't know, did it interfere with something? I have no idea. I don't remember it being a problem.
It's
but...
in somebody's house in Levittown, PA.
Oh yeah, it's in someone's yard.
Somebody has it. At least it's not like thrown in the trash.
Yeah, at least it still exists. You know, that's the most you can hope for with some of this stuff, is it still existing. But yeah, going back and seeing, like, it was so disorienting because to walk in and see the carousel is like, immediately it makes you think you're in another part of the park, so it was like kind of trippy. And then walking over to the water park and not seeing everything from Total Land, that was like very weird. There's a lot, I feel a lot less nostalgia in those areas. But there are parts of, that seeing the topiaries like that, even the new ones, even though they were new, you know, like the ones in that picture are not up anymore. It was the bigger ones. Even seeing those, you know, the past however many years, it still kind of felt the same way. So I like that. I think I miss the topiaries more than Total Land. With Total Land, I understand it's very old.
Right.
It's pretty outdated. The Twiddlebugs themselves aren't really relevant anymore in the show as much as they used to be. So I get it, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
That being remodeled was like probably long overdue, understandable. It's devastating, but I get it. I completely get it. The topiaries, that's really a shame.
Now, I have a question. I do have a question, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you mentioned the topiaries. Now, having seen 1, 2, 3 Playground in person, are you satisfied with the plastic topiaries of how impressive they look?
Well, what I will say about it is I like the environment of the playground. Like, I think it's cool that it's just sort of a chill spot. Like, we sat there for a minute.
Yeah.
And I remember, we said to each other at some point, like, oh, this is actually pretty chill. Like, it's a nice, like, you know, it doesn't feel like, at least when we were there, it didn't feel like overly packed or anything. It was like in the shade. So that was nice. Very little theming at all, which is kind of strange. When you're in there, you don't feel like you're in Sesame Place. You feel like you're just in a playground.
Right.
The topiaries being plastic, I can't wrap my head around why they would do that, because there has never been a problem in the past with the live ones that we know of.
Well, to play devil's advocate, this generation is a little bit more wild than before.
I mean, I think both can be equally damaged. It's probably more of a pain to repair the plastic ones. But I know they still have all the old topiary frames, and they have ones that are, you know, up by in the preferred parking area. So they still have that can still be done. And one of my favorite things, this is kind of a funny story. When I was like a very little kid, like 2, 3, 4, you know, you'd go to the park and they had topiaries everywhere. Yeah. Like they were just scattered all over the park. So no matter where you were, you could kind of like see the characters. They were always kind of around. Some of them were like life size, as they would be. That was like so much fun as a kid to me, to like spot them all. Yeah. And in my backyard, we had a lot of like bushes and hedges and stuff. I would like try and like envision in my own yard like what shape they looked like and what character they would be, and like pretend that that's what they were in my head. And so I have good memories of them. And the Abbey one in the back of the park is the only one that's still in the park, which that one was actually, it used to be in front of the Abbey's barbecue. There's a little patch there.
Yes.
It used to have topiaries of the Twiddlebugs.
Correct.
And they put Abby there when they made the barbecue. She was there forever. Now it's just like a tree. But
right.
It used to be. She used to be over there.
One thing I thought about when you were mentioning the topiaries, how like they were placed everywhere.
Yeah.
If you notice now, there are a bunch of not plastic, but I guess little cutouts of the characters around the park. Those are the new topiaries.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with those. I don't have a problem with those existing. But it just feels kind of like less alive, you know, that there was like
a generic theme park.
Yeah, but like the I don't know, there was something just really nice about them. Yeah, again, these don't look bad. Like generally speaking, they don't look bad.
Great. I like them.
They're well done.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's just a little bit taken away when you get up close, you know.
This is before it was done.
I love, like, everyone had been asking for a playground forever in that park once they got rid of once they put Cookie's Monster Land in there, because they got rid of all
they wanted something for the little
nets and climbs and stuff. So I think it's a good idea that it's there. But yeah, just being there in person, seeing it, it's like there's just such little theming. I feel like they really could have decorated that place a lot more. But generally speaking, I think it's a good addition. But I think it could look better.
I like the entrance to it. I mean, like, as far as like the portal into it is pretty.
It's in a good spot too.
I like it. For the most part, it reminds me of the park from around the corner to a degree, as far as like the entrance way of it, not the playground aspect of it. Mm-hmm. It's funny because like I see both sides. A lot of people like it and people don't like it, and a lot of the times when I'm there, I'll hear voices like, "We're not going to this damn playground. You go to playground at home," and I'm like, "They got a point." And I'm like, at the same time, it's like it's a place to rest too, because you can charge up your devices and whatnot, and let the kids run around, not have to worry about characters or long lines or anything like that.
Yeah. And it's sort of in the center of everything too, so you're close to everything.
Exactly.
You know. So it's an easy place to get to if you need to take a break. Like it's always nearby.
And the shading there is not that bad. I mean, if it's raining, take cover. Ain't
the lights at night look cool there too, though.
Yes, I took a video there at night, and
I think it's in the episode. Yeah.
I gotta upload the whole thing on YouTube, but it's amazing. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love that whole area at night. Sesame Place at night is fantastic. The fact that they don't do anything at night anymore sucks. The only time you really get experience nighttime is during the holiday events, Halloween and Christmas, pretty much, because it gets dark at 4 or 5. So they have no choice but to do a night parade or whatever.
Yeah. And again, the playground itself specifically is not an attraction for adults. So we can only comment on it to an extent, because obviously it's not for us. So it's not, it's not like some of the water rides where it's like everybody's going on it, everybody's using it. The playground is like, it's pretty specifically for kids.
I have a question for you, Sky. Since we're talking about rides and attractions and whatnot, I want to know, because I have a favorite ride. What is your favorite ride or slide or roller coaster at Sesame Place?
That's hard. I think I just like the popular ones. I mean, I really like the Lazy River. I like that. I think it's a good Lazy River, just in general. I like the views of the park you get from each point. Yeah, it has history to it, so that's also nice, that it used to look like that.
Crazy.
I think Oscar's Taxi is really good. It's just like actually fun. It's not like, for a kids theme park. It's like it's actually just a fun roller coaster. It's just good. It's fast.
It's pretty fast. I didn't expect
yeah.
that.
I haven't been on it yet. We've been there a feu times, and I still haven't. I gotta go back on. Like I keep forgetting like about actually going on the ride.
Because
like I'm so busy like taking pictures of them and talking about them, I'm not actually doing
right. And the thing is where it's placed at too, because it's like it's placed in the corner. Yeah, you have the dance party right there, but it's still placed in the corner where there's nothing else.
I love that. I love that they put a stage there. I love that they put the stage there.
I feel every time I like go in that area, I just feel Six Flags vibes. I just want a little bit more theming, I guess. But I mean, it's fine. It works.
You can never have enough theming. I'm always for more theming.
Yeah. I
want more characters, more pictures, more music, more. Yeah, always. Yeah, I like the placement of this. I like that there's a casual, like outdoor stage somewhere you can kind of just walk up to.
Yeah.
You don't have to like get in a line, or it's not hidden or anything, or it's kind of just casual. I think that's cool.
I'm really curious thinking about it now because when like Christmas, like not all the time, but like last year they switched it up and moved the dance party over to where the wave pool was.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious to know, like, or not to know, but like curious to think if they're going to do that again. Hopefully not. I think they should put the Christmas tree where the wave pool is. That way it'd be a big open space. Because they do that grand illumination thing in that little small area for that, where that stage is to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crowded. Last year it was, it was very crowded.
I mean, given the size of the park, it's just inevitable that it's going to get crowded in different areas. I mean, it's just, you only get so much room for things with enough people once it's like to capacity. But yeah, once you open up that whole area in the off season where like you can walk into there, and you can put stuff there, like you said, in the wave pool, it's a lot more room. So yeah, they should definitely. When I went in 2021, there was a Halloween show in there. They put the stage in there. I don't remember what it was, but I remember seeing it then in there. But again, that was how long ago I'd been. Like, I haven't been there in forever.
Oh yeah, we gotta do Halloween this year too, man. You gotta pop out. Halloween is fun.
Definitely.
Christmas is the best, but Halloween is fun.
I've never been for Christmas. The whole Halloween thing. I was at the first Spooktacular in 2005.
Right.
And that was like, no one had like costumes or anything. It was decorated for fall. And shows were, the count was and everything. That was about it. It was just mostly decoration and the shows.
Yeah.
And I think they had some, like, events like pumpkin patch event. They had some things like that I wasn't aware enough to like keep track of. But I remember looking through the Internet Archive on the website from those times, and they were promoting some stuff back then. The hayride, they did the hayrides and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I realized just now? Because I just realized you mentioned that it was the first time they're doing the Spooktacular. But I think I gotta find the video, and I want everybody to quote me on this because I gotta find the video. But I found a video a while ago from like 98, maybe 99, of them promoting some type of Halloween Spooktacular at Sesame Place. And Count was going to somebody's house to trick or treat with them. They had like footage of it. And it was from like 98 or 99. And I know that you said it's the first time they did it is 2005, but now I'm remembering that video. And I'm curious
that was the first time it was like
tempted.
The park was in theme. Like it was a park event. I guess they used that name maybe for other stuff. I know at some point in the 90s, the Count did a magic show. And I have no idea where he did that, in what context.
There was a show called Spooky Kooky Castle, which was a SeaWorld show, and then they brought it to Sesame Place, and then they added Count to that. So that might have been that.
It was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have footage of that. It was like 96.
Yeah, and they'd like bring somebody on stage and do magic with them and stuff.
Right. I think that's. I haven't seen the video in a while, but I did upload it to my channel.
We'll have to dig into that because there's definitely a lot of. That's probably its own little rabbit hole of information.
Why did y'all do this?
Once we get into like all the Halloween stuff, we'll talk about all that stuff a lot more specifically, and like we'll do a whole episode on just the history of Spooktacular in general too.
Countdown to Halloween.
Yeah, Countdown to Halloween.
It's still being played today, just at Sesame Place.
Which is great. That's great. Still hear Jerry Nelson, man.
I want to hear the original version with Baby Bear. I want them to try to do that.
Yeah. Because I saw, he wasn't in 2005, Countdown to Halloween. Baby Bear was not in it.
Really?
Yeah, no, he wasn't there. There was just a woman up front reading that book, like sort of narrating it.
Oh, so they added that a year later then.
Yeah, I don't remember what year they added him, but he was not there in 2005. He was in the park in 2005. Because I think he was new that year, right? In general?
Yeah, he came in 2005, yeah.
Okay.
That was his debut.
Yeah, because I remember like meeting him that day over by the Bert and Ernie topiaries.
Right.
I remember that. And I remember the hayride and everything. I didn't go on it.
They always did the hayrides with Baby Bear.
Yeah.
Actually,
but yeah, I'm looking forward to all the Halloween stuff.
Now, before we continue this conversation, we need to address Sesame Place directly real quick. Sesame Place, everyone involved, hello, how you doing? We need to discuss something that you guys did on social media the other week. You guys started to do this thrills, attractions, whatever thing. Great. Evolve fans, we love that.
It was fun.
We loved it. It was fun. It was great to engage fans with. One little issue, right? Now, you put the bird and Snuffy together, right? You always put bird and Snuffy together. That's always the case, right? But you put two distinct, different types of attractions together. The carousel and Snuffy slides. Now, listen, hey, we're gonna be honest. You didn't give Snuffy a fighting chance. This is an OG attraction, okay? An OG attraction, and I don't know about you, but I, for one, feel like you're trying to set Snuffy up.
Yeah, this feels like there's something behind this, because to put the carousel, very obviously the most popular dry ride outside of the roller coaster, which did win. Oxford Taxi won. Right. This was a close second.
Yeah.
To put it up against Snuffy Slides, which is like obviously not the most popular. I just don't. This was the first round. It says round one. This was round one.
Round one. It's the first matchup.
No shot. It got 20. Look how badly it lost.
Oh, and by the way, I voted for the carousel because let's be honest. Like, come on. Duh.
Oh, me too. You know, I'm not gonna. Because that's the truth. But it doesn't take away from Snuffy Slides. And for anyone who doesn't know, I post about it all the time. But for anyone who doesn't know, this is the oldest attraction at the park. This is the only attraction that has still exists since opening day in 1980.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Only one.
This is.
It was remodeled at some point. You know, it's
the
almost
frame structure, though. I'm not gonna hold you, Scott. It holds up. That holds up.
It is. That's the same thing. Yeah. Slides themselves, I think it used to be... Because what is it in that picture? Is that one tube or two?
There are two.
It used to be one. So, it used to be one slide going down there, and then they made it two. The actual, like, structure that it's coming out of and stuff, that's been there forever. The roof is the same. You know, all that stuff is, like... Just this attraction in general is the only part of the park, aside from the actual main two buildings, that's from day one. So obviously it's really suspicious to put it up against like one of the most popular rides.
Right. It's like,
do they want to get rid of it? I don't really see a good reason to do that. It's very out of the way. It's in the corner. It's not bothering anything. It's just, I say just let it exist and be there. It's historical. The fact it's made it this long is amazing.
Now, I know a lot of these theme parks, including Disney, because Disney just went through this whole little thing with Muppet Vision and everything else. Tearing down things and getting rid of old attractions, which Muppet Vision hasn't even been confirmed yet, which honestly, I think it's...
As of recording this, we have no idea what's happening to Muppet Vision.
You have no idea. But, back to this, I don't think they can demolish this. I mean, they can, but they'll be demolishing for no reason because the land that it's built on isn't stable. Like, it's not leveled.
Yeah.
So even if they demolish it, you can't really put nothing there.
Also, it's not very big. It doesn't take up very much room. It's also themed for Elmo's World, so you'd be adding a ride to Elmo's World, which they haven't done that. They made Elmo's World, they put all the attractions there, and it stayed the same. Cookie's Monster Land, same thing. They put all those there, and now it's the same. So they'd have to put something there and then theme it as Elmo's World. I just don't see like long term why it would ever make sense to get rid of it. Now obviously this doesn't actually prove anything, but it's just a really suspicious matchup for round one. So it was like the first one off the list. I mean, it's just easy.
So of course,
I think there are other attractions it would have put up a better fight against.
How about Oscar's Rusty Rockets? That would have been a fine match. Even Honker Derby or whatever it's called, the one that's always down.
Yes, something that's like one of the smaller attractions, one of like more casual. People still use that. It's not like stuff. We're not saying Stuffy Slide is like not used. It's used all the time.
I mean, you gotta be 12 or under.
It's the only dry slide in the park.
Big slide.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you have to be 12 or under, so... Again, this doesn't affect me in any way, but historically speaking, as people who obviously care about the history and the historical areas of the park, which is what the entire On Location episode is about, we'll obviously talk a lot about this in part 2, because we're going to shoot back here. So we'll go to it and talk about it and a little more in depth. But yeah, this is old, man.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they don't give it the boot. Oh,
we'll see. But
yeah. So guys, we're now reaching towards not the end of the episode, but the pillar of the episode where we talk about what's coming up, what we've been doing, like as far as like photography's sake and all that stuff. I want to share, guys, some photos we've been taking at the park and whatnot, and we've been just going crazy with the camera, just taking random shots, keeping it going. Cookie Monster on the dance party stage, Cookie Monster doing the parade. I love how these shots are coming out organically. And it's just
such great. Dude, the characters are such great subjects for photography.
They are.
There's so much variety in like every time. Every parade's different. Every pose is different. There's always like a little something that's different, and it's always fun to see what'll come out of it. It's even better when the performers like react to the camera or pose or point or gesture or something. That's always appreciated, because you get shots like this and they're really great. And I've like photographed like other things for years. So yeah, but I've never taken a camera there really. So do you think the V Big Bird is going to return for the Halloween parade? Because the Halloween costume Big Bird.
The mouse, yeah.
But he's not, well, how long has he had the mouse thing?
He had the tie the year before, but the full costume was this year.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I saw the Halloween parade in 21.
He didn't have that.
He wasn't wearing anything. He was just normal. Yeah.
Huh. Here's the thing, okay? Animax, you growing on me a lot. This is a good looking bird.
Yeah, we both have different opinions and we feel strongly about them, so.
It's not that bad. I mean, it looks accurate. He looks happy. You know, the one thing you gotta agree with me, at least on this one way, and View Big Bird. He's very straight faced. That big clothes, he's just staring at you. Like,
that's true, yeah.
With this one, he's happy all the time, you know?
But yeah, generally speaking, I'm not a fan of Animax. I knew beforehand. I don't think I'd seen any in person really until when you and I went.
Oh, that was really because they had Animax around that time too.
I don't know which ones I would have seen. Maybe I don't remember.
Zoe for sure.
Probably Zoe, yeah. None of the ones I dislike, I didn't see. So, but I saw pictures and stuff, and I thought, oh, maybe in person, you know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe in person, I'll feel differently. I didn't. I feel more strongly that I do not like them. But
you don't like that?
That Ernie I like. I like that one. There's one Ernie and one bird that I like from Animax.
But you just don't like this bird, huh?
But I like never see no.
That over that?
That I love.
Him admiring Mr. Hooper is the best.
I know, that's great. Yeah, I love that bird. Luckily he's in the meet and greets, but I mean, there are some characters I don't think really have any bad ones. One of them, Rosita. I don't really see bad Rosita. She looks pretty much the same. I think V and Animax, I think they're both good. Elmo he's a mixed bag because there are so many.
So many different designs.
Some I love, some I hate. I mean, there's just depends. It's always kind of random. That's my least favorite one.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Come on, this is the good Elmo. What do you mean?
No,
the good one.
You see what I'm saying? We just don't agree.
I like that one too.
Love
that one looks more like the puppet.
Yeah, that's probably their best one. I think is that one. I think it's the most accurate.
That one.
No.
Oh.
It's too much of like a death stare. Prairie is good too. None of the Prairie Dons are really bad. I think they're all good.
Oh yeah, they're all great.
From what I've seen, they're all good.
The one in San Diego is a little concerning to me. His eyes are very cartoony. You go.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any in Langhorne there.
They finally gave her headphones, and they're under her hair.
Yeah. I think that is, and the other one, which I like the other one more, seemed more like a little bit more accurate. Because Julie's supposed to have like the melon head, and this one's a little bit rounder, which is what makes me think it's probably something that was remodeled.
I wish they would go back to the yarn string hair. You know, I'm not like major anti this type of hair. I get it. I guess easier to maintain, but
it's better on Prairie Dawn, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I have to say, which I gotta give props, when we went for the Tango Day, I forget what that was called.
The Gotcha Day weekend.
Yeah. The fact they put Prairie Dawn in that was awesome.
Listen, Dennis, round of applause. You did your thing with that. You did your thing.
That was
that was the best weekend at Sesame Place. Yeah.
I'm comparing everything to that now, just saying.
Oh.
You know. Dude, listen, when was the last time Prairie Dawn was in a show?
20 years.
Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, to be fair, she wasn't Countdown to Halloween, but she didn't speak.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she had like a number, and yeah, yeah, she was really like that was great.
And yes, it was archival audio, but still
even better to me.
Yes, they used a little bit of Bert and Ernie's Island Holiday in that, and then they pulled "Do the Dog" from the soundtrack, of course. They should have Barkley. That's the only thing. They should have just pulled Barkley up from the thing, just have him like for the meet and greets. It would have been fine.
Doing Slimy showed up.
No, that was a Slimy from Moscow. It's a great way to utilize.
That was great. That was so funny. I actually made me laugh.
And then the appearance from Rocco. Listen, little thing.
Oh yeah, no, that was great. That was such a good idea for the meet and greets.
Yes.
That made for like such good interaction and like that type of play.
The best thing is like they made a joke on April 1st about Rocco's coming to Sesame Place, yada. April Fools, and then he actually comes for 1 weekend. And he was a real rock. He wasn't a prop. Yeah. He was a real rock.
Dude, they should really do, like, practically speaking, I don't know the challenges of it, but they really should do that season pass meet and greet all year.
It's staffing.
I really appreciated being able to be on that stage. You know, I think it's like so easy to take that for granted because they're just there all the time, and they've been putting the regular Elmo ones there occasionally. And
he's back in photos.
Oh, he is?
Oh yeah. Green screen.
I've been seeing like that was. I mean, I could do a whole episode on it, just like that theater. But it was definitely my favorite moment. Was just, even if nothing was happening there, just being able to go up on that stage and like have that POV, and that was very special. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Which is also part of why I want them to keep doing it. Because it's cool to be able to go in there, and they don't have anything playing in there right now. Which is why I'm also excited for Halloween, so they can, you know, put their Halloween stuff back in there. Yeah.
One of my favorite. But listen. Have you never seen the radio show in person, have you?
No.
Okay, so
when I went there for Halloween in 21, I saw Who Said Boo, which was very good. And the timing of when I was there and stuff, I could only pick one, and I just picked that one because it was in that theater. But no, I gotta see it. I gotta see it all, man.
When I tell you, let me get clear for this one. There we go. That's their best production at that part right now. It's old. It's been there since 2011, maybe even older than that, 2010. I don't want them to get rid of it. Don't.
No, I've seen video of it. I've seen video of it, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that and taking pictures of that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that part.
Dude, shooting stuff for Halloween there, and it's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah, and if they're doing that trick or treat event this year again, since I'm a character guy, I'm saddling my big boy pants up and I'm going trick or treating and get some character pictures. They literally have like 16 to 20 characters out, maybe. If they have Halloween outfits one yet.
Oh yeah. No, we gotta do that.
Yeah. That's usually like the day of Halloween and the day before. So hopefully they do it again this year. And hopefully the weather cooperates too.
Yeah.
But yeah, recent events at Sesame Place. Aloysius! He's back. The Snuff.
There he is. Dude, how are you like almost as tall as him? He's like, I wish I was able to make it because I would love to, you know, see that, take pictures, check them off the list, you know, but
here's the thing. They can put him back in there again.
Huh?
At least we know they can put him somewhere.
Yeah, that room is interesting. I don't know how I feel about it being a party room. I think the idea of having birthday parties there and stuff is cool, and you can like pick which character you want to be there, and I think that's like a fun idea.
Mhm.
That's a really big space, you know, that like I feel like I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of potential for that space there, for what could be in there. I don't know what, I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like having that whole room, it's right by the entrance, like there could be some really, really cool stuff in there, as opposed to being like a private area for parties. You'd think the private area would be like somewhere more like in a corner, you know, but I don't know.
I don't know. I like it for what it is. I mean, they were going to do a party room previously. I think they were going to put it honestly in the Sesame Studio area. Could be wrong.
That was cool to go to.
Oh yeah,
it was a short clip in the episode, but that was cool to go in there because I didn't know that those like storytime things were in there. I thought they were like, didn't they used to be somewhere else too?
They used to be in the Hooper's Emporium.
Okay, that's probably what I'm thinking of. I only remembered seeing pictures of it like there, so I figured that's what it was.
It was there, and then they put it in upstairs of Elmo's Pizza Kitchen, what it's called now.
But that was being in that theater was cool. That's a good theater. Yeah. I hadn't been in that theater. Dude, I hadn't been in that theater since 2001.
Not even on your 2022, is it? Oh, because it was not. It was something going on, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
It was, oh wow.
There was nothing running there, so that was cool. That was definitely cool. I wish it was like a show, you know, but
yeah.
There he is.
Look at the Snuff.
I just see like really good feedback from it right now. People are so excited about it.
It's just I wish. I wish they could have did during some type of the weekend. They should have did from like Sunday to like Wednesday instead of like Monday. You know?
Yeah, it is a little bit strange.
Crowd to be able to see him, you know.
First day of Spectacular is the 14th, right?
Correct. And hopefully they do that Hello Halloween thing again because that was impressive last year. I kind of knew what they were going to do. It was this one-off, like during Christmas they do Santa's Grand Illumination, and basically the Hello Halloween Spectacular is their version, the Halloween version of that, where they just welcome the Halloween season. So they did like a little stage show in front of the where the old topiaries used to be. Basically, they went all out. They had this made-up character that they came up with, Trixie O'Tree, come out, light the characters up. They sang like a couple of songs. They count along with some of the dancers. Just dance along the parade route, and then the count's float comes down. He's greeting guests, comes on stage. They welcome Halloween together, and then they ride the float all the way down Sesame Neighborhood.
That's cool. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that stuff too. It was great. And then the audio they used was from Halloween show they used at Beaches, which honestly, if we need new shows, just take the audio from their shows because honestly, they're not utilizing this stuff good anyway. But they used some of the songs from the Beaches Halloween show and that, which Abby was a cloud, which was hilarious. It's so inclined with Abby as a character. And then Cookie in this cookie jar outfit. It was pretty cool. I liked it. It's stuff like that we want to keep happening.
I'm curious with the events coming up, what type of new stuff there might be. Because every now and then there is a completely new thing. I think it'd be fun to see like a first of something, you know. Or
new entertainment wise that was recorded in 2024.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's not going to be like a new show or something, but I mean like a new, some mini show or something. I don't know. Some like, and the last day for the water stuff is September 2nd, right? Labor Day.
2nd or 3rd, yeah. And I found out what they're doing the 7th and the 8th this September. It's going to be an in-between weekend, so it's going to be normal theming, I'm assuming. Or they're probably just going to start putting up the Halloween stuff during that weekend. But they're doing the first responders weekend.
Oh right, didn't they just announce that? Yeah.
They just announced that, which I'm like, all right, cool. It's good because remember I was telling you can probably go to Sesame Place on the 7th and they to see them in their regular outfits. Take that back. That's not happening.
Yeah, I was talking to Neil about how I miss as much as it's cool to see different outfits and different variations for the characters and stuff. The classic outfits are just rare now. I don't know. For some characters, for some.
The thing is, here's the thing, right? These outfits that they're doing are new. So I don't have a problem with it because I've been advocating for summer outfits for the longest, and the fact that we got them, I'm not going to backtrack and say I want these classic outfits back because I do, but at the same time they do them. So the time to see the classic outfits are from March to June. Now, in between March and June, they have their specialty weekends. So sometimes you'll see them in an Easter outfit, or a pirate outfit, or a magic outfit. But you can see them in their regular outfits before June. Before summer, pretty much. Before the end of June, you can see them in their regular outfits. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's just now when you get into your summer season, and then after summer is Halloween, you're obviously not going to see them in those type of outfits because they're dedicated to the season. And one thing I can appreciate is costumes. I love the traditional outfits. I love seeing them in their traditional outfits. But I really appreciate when they do new outfits and creative things with them because that's what I love about theme parks characters. It's just
that's the thing. It's always so much fun to see the different, especially as people photographing it, you always want the variation too. You want it to be a little different each time. As someone that hasn't been there in forever, every time I've gone, without fail, for some reason, no one is in their classic. It's like Bert and Ernie in their summer outfits.
Christmas too, when they're as elves, you saw that too.
When can you see Bert and Ernie in their classic outfits? Other than obviously the parade. I'm thinking about meet and greets,
Well, honestly,
never. It's never. I don't know.
If you were doing the season pass meet and greets how everybody would want them to do, you probably would.
I think the season pass meet and greets would be really fun if they brought them back or if they did them more consistently. If it was always totally random combination of characters. It's usually generally the same handful, a mix of the same handful. But if it was the Count and Bert, you know what I mean? Just weird combos you'd never see. I think that would be fun to see. For it to be total a gamble every time, just totally different.
Give me a ladies combo. Give me Rosita, Prairie, Zoe, and Abby.
Right. That kind of stuff would be fun. Because that would, especially in my photographer brain, is get those
that's what I'm
cool
thinking,
combinations. Two that are never side by side. Elmo should. I understand. 100%. I understand that Elmo has to be everywhere all the time because he's the mascot. Get it? Season pass meet and greet is different. Elmo does meet and greets all day, every day at the park. You can see Elmo if you want to. You're never gonna miss him.
No.
So I feel
he's in every show.
For the season, he's in every show. He's in the parade, all the meet and greets. He's everywhere. He should be on the street occasionally. I think that would be cool, like he used to. But that's neither here nor there.
No.
The season pass meet and greet shouldn't always have. It doesn't always need Elmo. I don't think. I think it would be cool for these other, because then the interactions between them could be fun. Where's the downside? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that would be cool. Generally speaking, going there, photographing, seeing the shows, seeing the new attractions, whatnot. It's an overall good, overall fun, which is why we're still going. I'm still going. I'm still taking the camera. I'm still doing pictures. I've grown to like the parade a lot more. Originally, I did not like the neighborhood street party parade. at all. I think it's great, but I used to not think that. So it's, you know, every time I'm there, it's like I notice something else that I like. It's something that's good.
The ad-libs are the best.
Yeah, it's so great. It's a lot of fun. It's such a good place to photograph. There's just so much, like, I could go there every day and it would be fun to, you know,
just for the parade. I remember last year, last year I had a lot of free time. Last year I would literally just go to the park just to film the parade and leave.
I kind of did that the other day. I walked in, I heard the announcement, the parade starts in 15 minutes. I wasn't going to be there long, and I was like, I guess I'm shooting the parade. Shot the parade, and then afterwards, you know, there aren't really many meet and greets right after the parade. You have to kind of wait a while.
Yeah,
like, I guess I gotta go. So I kind of just went in, saw the parade and left. I was like, all right.
I like days like that.
But this is my first time. I've never had a season pass, so it's like I'm not used to it. Just walk in. But
we have some fun things in store coming up. We're getting ready to do Sesame Street live. I had to look at the camera on that one. It's coming.
That's right. That's right. We're talking a lot of Sesame Place, but we have not forgot about Sesame Street live.
Sesame Place for a while, but Sesame Street live talk is getting ready to happen.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna have some exciting guests on, who will be here to share some stories, pictures, and just have a good time reminiscing. It's gonna be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll have more topic episodes. You know, the part 2 will come out towards the end of the month, maybe early September. You know, around then.
Mm-hmm.
Episodes like this are fun sometimes because we kind of just talk, like we're just talking about stuff, whatever's on our mind. But we will have the next few episodes are going to be a lot more topic-based interview. You know.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun though, and thanks to everybody who's like, you know, been enjoying the podcast. Because
and to the people that we've been meeting, like seriously, thank you. Yeah. It's been an honor talking to people who are watching the podcast. We've met some pretty cool people so far at the park.
We met some really great people there.
We enjoy what we do. And like I said, we do this because we love everything, all history of it, and we just want to publicly archive it because we're not letting it go. We're not letting this go lost media.
Yeah, no, not if we have anything to say about it.
Nah.
Yeah, we're having a good time. So
yes,
very excited about all the future stuff that we're going to be sharing on here, and we appreciate everybody that's watching and sharing the podcast and listening, and however you listen to it, watch it.
Watching, right? I'm gonna get us on those platforms, the other platforms, so everyone can just listen. I know just having it on YouTube can be a little bit of a hassle, guys, and we're working on it. We do have jobs.
Yeah, we do. We are. This is part-time for us.
Yeah. This is definitely we're not making any money off this, so we're just doing it for the love. So
that's right.
Well, Sky, take us out.
All right. Well, thanks guys for watching us ramble for quite some time, but hopefully you got something from it. Hopefully, you know, it makes you check things out a little more deeply when you go to the park. Appreciate some things in a different way, and follow us on our social medias. We'll be posting the photography and the photographs we're taking. We'll of course be sharing all of that, and check out our last episode if you didn't, the all location episode. We talk all about the history of the first half of the park, and stay tuned for all the future episodes because there's some fun stuff coming up. So
yes.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Of course. Peace out, everybody.